Alright. Hello, people. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another stream. I'm about to... Got one last level here to go through in Crash Bandicoot 1. It's the super hard Stormy Ascent level. And after that, I'm going to start my Crash Bandicoot 2. All gems play through, and we'll see how far I can get in that. So, without further delay, let's get started. Good luck, you're going to need it. That's the best advice they can give me. Alright, hold on. A bit of a audio here. I don't know if you hear it. Alright. Off we go. So, yep. It's all come down to this. I know I said in the last stream that it all came down to the fight with Cortex, but what really all comes down to is getting the gem on this super special bonus level we got here. Alright, this is a really odd time here. And whoops, okay. Alright, and got it. Alright. Yep, and there's a brio bonus round on this level too, as if it couldn't possibly be any harder. Those of you joining, welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for joining. I'm playing Crash Bandicoot N-Sane Trilogy, doing a Stormy Ascent DLC level for Crash 1, and then I'm going to start a all gems run through Crash 2. And I'm really excited to play Crash 2 because that is my favorite game in the trilogy. Alright, got a little box here. Oops. Wow. Okay. Cheated death there. Whoops. Overshot it. And that's the first death of what will probably be a fair amount, considering how difficult this level is. There we go. What's up? What's up, my buddy Far From Nasty? Thanks for joining, man. I'll try my best not to die, but easier said than done on a level like this. Alright, and yep. Whew, almost thought I was gonna overshoot it there. And as you can imagine, not easy to get the relic on this level. Wow. Actually didn't expect to find that left one there. First checkpoint. There we go. Really fast moving thing. We got the seesaws here from the Lost City levels. They made their way into these types of levels. What do you get for beating this level? Well, you gotta smash all the boxes to get the gem. Just like every other level. And just like every other level, you can also get a relic on this. Alright. This is some pretty strict timing here. Oh, missed it. That's a tough part. Gotta remember the timing again. It's hard, but you know what? It's fun kind of hard. I like how difficult this is. Alright, made it that time. Oops. Phew. Alright. Oh boy. Got it. Another Brio token. Next two. Got 56 boxes here. Whoop. Okay. I almost jumped there. There we go. Alright. Guess it's very, oh! Got it. Awk. Alright. Okay. Got it. It is not as easy as I'm making it out to be. Trust me. Alright. Actually, didn't think I'd make that. I got a part coming up that always gets me. Almost always. Oh, alright. Whew. Oh. Alright. It. Oh. There we go. That'll do it. Alright. Is this? No, I'm not thinking of it. Got it. Oh. Oh, wow, that last one almost always gets me every time. That was one of the rare times where I actually didn't get hit. There. By that trap there. Alright. Another tricky part. Woo! I'll tell you what, half the time I don't even expect to make it. Alright, time for the Brio bonus round, and like I mentioned in the previous stream before, this is a brand new part of the level that Vicarious Visions entirely made themselves, because the rest of the rest of this level was originally made by Naughty Dog, but they never released it because they thought it was too difficult. Alright, how do this? 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Phew! Alright. Hey there, Brio. Bye-bye, Brio. Alright, gotta be careful here, because it's possible to get squished by these things. I have no idea how I did that on my first try. Your guess is as good as mine. That is definitely not as easy as it looks. First time I did that, oops. Luckily, we have one trying to cancel the checkpoint. But yeah, first time I did that, it was more of a puzzle than anything else. I had to like kind of figure it out as I went along. But it's a very ingenious puzzle. I really appreciate that for your bonus level. It's one of my favorite things about this level. Alright, I got left here. Hello to the person who joined. Thank you for watching. Welcome to the stream. Playing some Crash and dying. Alright, and I got this one. Got it? Oh. Okay, how do I do this? Oh, wait. Duh, I've been doing it all wrong. Or at least, am I out? I'll check back and, oops. Alright. There we go. Really fast platforms here. Going in and out, in and out. Alright. I'm on this right. Oh, I went too far. Boing, boing, boing. Yep. Again, I say, try getting the relic on this level. This level that required you to time pretty much everything just right. Again, sorry about the noises I'm making, but it just helps me time my jumps right with these types of games. There we go. Didn't overshot that. Now I gotta be really fast here, and apparently there's an invisible wall right here because I'm running in place and not going anywhere. Alright. Jump, 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 jump. Woo! Oh. Phew. Alright. I think we're pretty close to a checkpoint here. Which means I'm about to die soon. Yep, checkpoint. We're on the home stretch now. That's the last checkpoint. The very here on the left is the exit. And now we got some really strict timing and platforming to do here. Alright. Got it. Horizontally. Alright, how do this? Alright. Not good. Oh, timed it wrong that time. Whew, almost did that wrong. Alright. Oh. Okay, I'm timing that wrong. Gotta figure out the timing for that again. Alright. Oh. This part's not so bad. This first part with the potion guy and the platforms there. Once you get the timing down. Yep. I would imagine not. If so, that would be pretty... Yeah, that would be pretty bad. Alright. There we go. I think maybe I should jump on the bird as the platform is coming to the right there. Oh, got it. There we go. Alright, this part's fairly simple. There we go. I jumped too soon. I jumped too soon. It's very simple and then I die. This soundtrack never gets old for me. Just listen to it all day, and I don't know. Sorry about that. Oh, got our clock, man. This game is taking pity on me yet again. Oh, bad timing. I get it sometimes, then I don't. Timed it wrong again. Maybe my strategy is wrong. There, that. I'm looking at it wrong. That's the easy part. This is the simple part too. Oh. Actually. There we go, I get it now. I'm looking at it all wrong. That's the way to do it. Finally figured it out. Oop. Oh, close. Get the key. Alright, don't jump too soon this time. There we go. Oh, so close. Booga. I get that part now, that part with the platform and the version. There we go. I think I got that part down too. Yep, I almost got it. You're right. Almost. So close, but no cigar. Alright, here it is again. Boing, 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 boing. Alright. After this, after we get done with this, should be at a faster pace because we'll be on to the early levels of Crash 2, so it'll be a bit easier. Oh, it's always close. And oh, so odd. Oh, 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 we're so close with that. And here it is again. Again and again and again and again until about that. Oh, come on. Oh. Maybe I'm timing it wrong. Maybe it's... I have to learn the first story at a different spot. Oop. Yeah. Got everything else down. Just the birds. The end. Whoops. Okay. I was trying to bounce on it at the start there. I got 2 arc left now. That's how long this is taking me to do this. Oh. Come on. Okay. Alright, Coco. I'm wondering if it's time for the magic word yet. Oh! That was so close. Oh, we got something there. Here we go, here we go! Oh, that was it. That could have been it. I think I backed away to there. I gotta keep going forward all the time. Got it. Alright. Ah, sweetness. Two, three, four. There we go. Oh, maybe that's five. Just count it. Anyway, there it is. The final gem. It's gonna find your back. 27, 102%. Alright. Quick double check. Ah. Quick. Alright. Here we go. Yep. There I go indeed. And with that, Crash Bandicoot 1 minus the relics is completed. And now, you know what that means? It's time to... yeah. Well, I'd be even more of an overachiever if I went for the relics, because if you get all the, at least gold relics in this game, you get an extra 5%. So, I'd have 107. Alright, time to move on to the next game. Move on to Crash Bandicoot 2. My favorite game. Well, not favorite game ever, but okay. Oops. Hold on. Sorry, I accidentally hit continue. Spoiler alert. Oh, can't say it yet. Spoiler alert. Sorry about this. Alright, I gotta say auto save. Alright, here we go. Please and thank you, here we go. Starting a new game mode, slot. That's okay. And then I got my old file this time. Oh, that would be pretty cool. Down he goes. Down goes Cortex.
Crystals, of course.
Ah, how I love that line. And that's where the title of this stream comes from. Or a part of it, at least. 1 year later.
But Dr. Cortex, to reach full power, we need not only your master crystal, Also, the remaining 25 slave crystals from the surface. How do you expect to retrieve them when we don't have any Earthbound operatives left?
You fool! Do you think I'm unaware of the situation? If we don't have any friends left on the surface, then we'll need to find an enemy.
Crash! Dad! My battery is fried. Make yourself useful, big brother, and bring an extra battery for me.
Yep, all this starts just because we need to give Coco her laptop battery. Decided to not talk as much during the cutscene there, just in case anyone's never seen it. Thought I talked so much in the first Crash game when I did that. But, yep, Cortex has got a plan, and he's going to use Crash to get it. He's going to use Crash to carry up the plan. Plot twist is already spoiled at the beginning of the game, but oh well.
Well. If it isn't Crash Bandicoot, welcome. I apologize for the crude means used to bring you here, but I'd rather expect a written invitation would have been turned down. I need your help. Surrounding you are a series of 5 doors. Through each door lies a well-hidden crystal. The crystals look like this. Bring me the crystals, Crash. That is all I will say for now. We will speak again.
May not have been talking, but I was mouthing the dialogue for some of that. I just love the cutscenes in this. Anyway, we got a much different format here this time around compared to the first Crash, where I have a warp room. There's no Mario style one level to the next, old school Mario. We actually have 5 levels to choose from. We got Turtle Woods, there we go, Hang 8, The Pits, Crash Dash. Even though we can do the levels in any order, I'm gonna do them in order anyway. Starting with Turtle Woods. Be kind to the boxes to earn a special gem. Yes, I shall be quite gentle to them. Because this is one of those levels that has a color gem. Yep, we got a color gem right off the bat to get in this level, and I almost messed it up there by breaking those boxes. Yeah, but unlike the first game, where in order to get color gems, you don't have to smash all the boxes and get to the level without dying. In this game, each color gem has a Okay, sorry about that, my mic bugged out again. I don't know why that happens sometimes. Really apologize for that. It was bugging out a lot towards the end of the Crash 1 stream last night. Why aren't you breaking the boxes or killing enemies? Well, that's because this is how we get the blue gem. We go through this entire level without breaking any boxes and we'll get the blue gem. I'm just not killing enemies because I'm being nice to them for once. And that's a crystal. Crystals are the things we absolutely have to get in every level. The most important item to get. And also I just realized that I actually messed something up. I could have shown an extra cutscene where Cortex. If we don't collect the crystal in the level, and we go back to the warp room, Cortex will show up again in his little hologram thing, and he'll get angry at us. Also, what am I doing? Now I can smash all the boxes. So yeah, Cortex will show up. Is gonna be all angry. He's like, "No, Crash! I said bring me the crystals. Now get back in there." And then we can refuse to not get the crystal again, and he'll get angry again. And he'll be like, "Come on, Crash, bring me the crystals." And then you can refuse to get it a third time, and he'll be like, "Look, I'll spell it out for you. This is how you do it. The crystals look like this, alright? Go get the crystals. Last time I will remind you." So yeah, you can make Cortex all angry for not getting the crystals. And you'll actually get a trophy for it too. You'll get an achievement. But I already got all the trophies in this game, so that's no concern to me. So sorry that I didn't show that off, but I wasn't thinking about it there. Anyway, I should also mention Crash has a few new abilities in this game. He can... I never actually went over the controls, but I'm assuming... kind of everywhere. Of course, square button to spin, and X button, of course. But in this game, we have some new abilities. Crash can, using the circle button or the R1 button, he can slide, but you have to do it while running. And standing still, pressing R1 and circle, Crash can crouch. And move around while crouching, and you can crawl. Also press the R1 or circle button while in the air, and you'll do a body slam. So yeah, I was using the body slam to make it to this special part of the level to get some extra boxes. Also, here's a good way to show it off. Slide and then jump. Do a long jump. But unfortunately I missed that. Oh, and yeah, this is also another good time to mention this. This is the Crash game that introduces nitro crates. Do not touch these. They will hurt you. Alright. There we go. Slide jump is very useful for getting to hard to reach places. There we go. Gotta do that really fast. I believe you actually can get up here without, like, if these ostriches crouch too low, can't really jump there normally, but I believe you can actually get up here without doing that. Yep. Yeah. Oh yeah, and actually, try to spin while, doing a little slide jump there. I think you'll actually get a little bit more height. Yeah. Yep, you get more height if you spin immediately when you jump, pretty much. Yeah. So yeah, a lot of cool tricks to do in this one, especially compared to the first game. That's always what a sequel should do. Should take the original game and build upon it, and that's exactly what this game does. Build upon it and make it better. And this little green exclamation point steel box here will detonate all the nitro crates. Because unless you got a lot of Baku Akus to spare, which you never do, you cannot fill them up yourself, because you'll kill yourself. And we got bonus level. Here's the bonus again. Much different than how it was in Crash 1. You no longer have to get tokens to enter the bonus level. Yeah. Feels good to play this game again, tell you what. I just love Crash Bandicoot. Yeah, especially love Crash Bandicoot 2. I know a lot of people consider Crash Bandicoot Warped, Crash Bandicoot 3 to be the best game, but I like Crash Bandicoot 2 just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. I will say this though, Crash 3 definitely has better boss fights. That's one thing I know Crash 3 has over this game, even though boss fights in this are still fun. I should actually show this off. Get out of here. Normally, spin these bowls and a mushroom will pop up. You can use it to bounce out. Or you can just do that. Yeah, I like it too. But scenery is not always like that. The bonus level scenery varies this time around. Let's see. I'm gonna use this guy to bounce up. This guy functions like the bouncy turtles from the first game. There we go. Doing it the fast way, which is probably more recommended when you're trying to go for relics. I'll just do this one more. Yeah. Oh, there we go. That same scenery from that bonus level scenery from Crash 1 actually does still show up in this game sometimes. Anyway, we're done with the first level. Except for relics, of course, but just like with my Crash 1 playthrough, we're not going for relics. Because it's not required for any sort of special ending. Pull them all out of your pants, Crash. I'm surprised you had that much space in your pants for that. And doing the classic Crash Bandicoot Victor dance, you gotta love that game.
Well done, Crash. I knew I could rely on you. Now listen carefully. These holograms are hard to maintain. During the course of my intellectual pursuits, I have stumbled across a force that threatens to destroy the world. The crystals are the only means of containing it. The fate of the world is at stake. It is imperative, therefore, that you bring them to me.
Are you there, Crash? Crash! Crash! Are you there, Crash?
Oh yeah, I didn't show this off in Crash 1, but press these L1, R1 buttons for like time trials and stuff. You'll see like the target time, like what you need to get, what time you need to beat to get the relic. There's also leaderboards. I wonder if, yep, there's my old time. My old time is that star right there, represented by the star. The yellow dots are some of the, not the yellow dots, the white dots represent other people. And the orange diamond dots represent your friends. Alright. That. Hold on, let me see. Yep, there's my old file right there. I actually managed to save it this time. I didn't make the mistake of accidentally deleting it like I did with my Crash 1 playthrough. Now I know how the autosave system works, so there'll be no accidentally overwriting old save files again. Anyway, we got Snow Go here as the second level. And as you might guess, the level is pretty cool. I apologize for that bad pun. And of course, just like before, Ryaku Mats, we get this invincibility. And we got the dreaded thing of that everybody hates in platformers, ice physics. I'm getting used to. The seals, got the seals which seem to act pretty similar to the skunks in some of the old jungle levels from Crash 1. There we go, skipping around, scanning off here. I love the music for this one. Point. And that place up there leads to the red gem. The only way we can access that is by finding a secret exit in a later level. And when we get to that secret exit, we can access the secret part of this level to get the red gem. Yeah, you can barely see it here. You can barely see it on the top of the screen when I jump like that. In the original version of this game, back on the PlayStation 1, the gem was a lot lower hanging in the air, and you can actually get it early. You could seize it and do what I'm doing here, which is just slide, spin, jump, and then body slam, and you'd be able to get the gem. I never did it myself. At least, I don't think I did, but I know many people did. I always got it to look that way, as far as I remember. Anyway, bonus. Yep, bonus level is a lot more varied. Okay. Got invincibility again. Hidden nitro detonation crate back there. I just love the sound effect that plays when you get a crystal or gem. So satisfying. And might be a little bit hard to tell, but I just hit a exclamation point crate up there, and that reveals these two boxes back here that we walked past. For the longest time, back when I played this years ago, I didn't know that's what that did, and I was always confused about those two boxes. I never figured it out back then. And, yep, we got it. For a second, I thought we didn't. Alright. Another level done. About 19 minutes in? I can't remember when I actually started playing Crash 2 in the stream. Once again, the Crash dance. Love it. We got another message here, but not from Cortex.
So, you are helping Cortex gather crystals. Yet, you have acquired gem. Interesting. Well, Crash. Know this. As long as you are allied with Cortex, you are my sworn enemy, and I will do anything in my power to stop you. If the fate of the world is truly your concern, you must gather the gems, not the crystals. If you obtain all 42 gems, I can use them to focus a laser. Yes, a laser beam that will destroy Cortex and the space station he has created. Until then, I must use my forces to stop you from gathering crystals.
Oh, I just love Brio in this game. Facial expressions and everything. Sorry for laughing during that, but that's just so funny. I just love at the end where he's like laughing like a madman and he's like, okay, bye. Alright. Anywho. It's time for Hangate. First, actually. I'll make sure to save this. I mean, technically I don't have to worry about saving it because it's auto-save, but I want to keep this file for later. Alright, time for Hangate, and this is another level that has 2 gems in it. Every level we've had so far in Crash 2 has had 2 gems, but unlike Snow Go, we can actually get both gems this time. I love the music in this level too, by the way. Ooh, I almost overshot that jump there. Oh yeah, here we go. This is, see that little timer down in the bottom right corner of the screen there. We have to get to the end of the level before that time runs out in order to get the secret gem. I'll explain that blue gem platform later. Oops. Oh, I messed it up. Oh, okay. Actually, I didn't expect to, I thought I might have to restart the level. Alright, we're good. By the way, just, that jet ski there, that water ski, you press square to turbo boost. And that's how that works. Oh yeah, and sliding and spinning is also a good way to speed up. I should be doing that more often. Sliding and then immediately spinning. Got it! There we go. Only took 2 tries. Now to commit suicide and get the rest of the boxes. Seems really dark to have Crash die like that. Die by drowning. Alright. Go. Who did we go? Now we can just take our time. Step along the... I really do like the water effects there, by the way. When you jet skiing like that. Waterboarding. I think it's a waterboard. You know what? I'm not gonna say what it is because I'm probably wrong. And yeah, like I said, the bonus level scenery from Crash 1 does show up in this game. Alright, since we got the blue gem and turtle woods, we have access to this platform here. We'll take us to a special part of the level. You might notice the music has changed to be far more intense because we are at the more difficult part of the level. Yeah. Whoops. Aha. That wasn't. I wouldn't do that. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I'll turbo boost off those vents. Actually, let them get higher. Yeah. Got that exclamation point rate, so we gotta go back and put these spots to get through. I'll double check to make sure I get. There we go. Yeah, a little. Oh, effectively not. Yep. Surfboard. Yeah. Surfboard with rocket propulsion, I guess. Let's not debate about it. We'll just ignore it. We'll just say, it's cool. And we'll move on. Pretty similar to the river stream levels from Crash 1, actually. Because I think there's a bit more ruins. Yeah. Yep. Not that. We leveled down. We're about an hour into the stream. Don't know how the crystal got in your head there, Crash. But I could skip this. Yep.
3 crystals. Not bad. I see you are getting the hang of it. I need to conserve power. I will communicate with you again after you retrieve the 5th crystal.
Alright, to answer your question, there are 25 crystals in the game, and you need to get them all. They're the most important item in the game. And there are 5 in each warp room. So, 5 warp rooms. Actually, there's 6 warp rooms. 6 warp rooms because there's a secret warp room that has a few extra gems. And we are on to the pits. And this level is anything but. I like this level. Anyway, surprisingly, the first level of the game that only has 1 gem. So we don't have to worry about any secret gem to get this time. All we gotta do is smash the boxes. However, there is a fork in the road, so to speak, in this level. A little bit of backtracking here, which is not the most. Oops. There we go. Oof. Excuse me. I like how the sunset setting for this level, or sunrise setting, either or, as opposed to the rainy. Oops. This time that, as opposed to the rainy feel that the first jungle level had. I'm trying to remember what's the. Yeah, I go left first. Oh, and alright, hold on. Wait a minute. Yeah. Debating whether or not to keep going and then maybe backtrack and get the checkpoint on the way back. But better safe than sorry. On the left side we got the crystals, so definitely don't want to miss that. And you probably guessed, but those turtles with the buzz saws on their shells, don't want to jump on them, you gotta spin them. I think it's kind of cool how they have one turtle that you can't spin and another turtle that you can't jump on in this game. Alright, do a little bit of backtracking here, try to see if I can make this a bit easier. Ooh, I almost ran into that guy. Yeah, camera doesn't pan back as far back as one would probably, but oh well. It's not so bad, just gotta know what's coming. Anywho, going on the right side now. Checkpoint there. There we go. Oh. Uh-oh. I'm gonna see if I could spin the turtle into that guy. Didn't work. And the exclamation point steel crate on the left side caused these crates to appear on the right side here. That's why I took the left side first. Alright. Mr. Bird, why don't you, there you go. Kind of scare me there by not coming at me sooner. I think that's... Yeah. Alright, checkpoint. Cheese! The cheese struts. Bonus level. Alright, and this is the level that also introduces these, I think they're called reinforced steel wooden crates. I don't know. Probably not the right word for them, but the only way you can break these is by body slamming on them. Here's the tricky part. Ooh, that's hard. We gotta make that. Alright. There we go. Go back over here to get the 2 extra life crates that appeared. actually pretty tricky for a bonus level early on in the game, but I managed to get that on my first try. And yeah, I'm pretty sure we got it. Yep, that's all about it. We're good. Oh. I love the music in this game even more than the first game. This is like one of my favorite video game soundtracks ever for this game. Both this and Crash 3. Cool. I look forward to it. I gladly watch it. Alright, so yeah, nobody has anything to say to us this time, for the first time. That means we can go ahead and just go into the 5th level here, Crash Dash. I definitely watch you play these games. Oh, and just now the game decides to teach me how to slide. But yep, it's time for an old friend here. Just like in Crash 1, we got these boulder chasing levels again. These are a lot trickier. You see there, those orange things with the circle, those metal things with the orange circles on them, those slow you down. You don't want to hit those. They really slow you down. But on the bright side, they also slow the boulder down. So, unless you hit those, sorry about that. I love the soundtrack in this game, and this is one of my favorite music pieces in this game. They're great. Yep, get the Crash 1 bonus level here once again. Boing. It's one of these again. Got it. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got it. Hey, we actually have over 100 Wumpa fruit from this bonus level. That's pretty. I love the sound effects of the bonus platform moving around. The checkpoint? Oh, okay, good. I should mention, in the original version of this game, the original versions of these games, the boulder would not destroy any boxes that you missed. You'd have to destroy the boxes yourself. But not so in this one. It's a bit easier. I still like to take credit for destroying the boxes myself. It's pretty cool. I did that on my first try. Alright. Really want to you really want to hold those in your hands, Crash, you'll know where they've been. Oh yeah. So, now that we have collected all the crystals in these 5 levels, they are not open to us. We can't enter them now. Instead, we've got a boss portal right here. And if you watched the first stream or played the first Crash Bandicoot, you know that that name looks really familiar. He's been downgraded from the second boss to the first boss. Wanna fight Ripper? Who's got himself a bit of a makeover since last time we saw him. His polka dotted bow tie, I like that. Stay away from those. Stay away from wherever he bounces, pretty much. And wait until he stuns him. Stun him. Oh, damn. It might be a bit difficult to tell. The music here is a remix of his music from the first game, which I think is pretty nice. Spin him, we don't just have to. We don't have to spin him. We can slide him in. I think I said spin him in at first. Okay, that's cool. And that's that. First boss defeated. Ripperoo has once again been defeated. And now the levels are open up to us again. But that doesn't matter as much because now we get to go up. Just by pressing R1. Get to go up to the next warp room.
I see that Ripperoo failed to prove much of a challenge yet again. But back to business. There are crystals to be gathered, 20 to be exact. The planets will align shortly, all 13 of them, and this will create a power great enough to rip the Earth apart. Properly utilized, however, the crystals can absorb and contain the energy.
Crash, is that you? I've been looking everywhere. I don't have much time to tell you this. You have to be careful. Trusting Cortex seems a little unwise, Crash. I can't keep the data path open much longer. Crash, you need to...
I don't know what Cortex means by 13 planets. Anywho, much like in Crash 1, this, or the N-Sane version of Crash 1, after we beat the first boss, we get access to play as Coco. I like her. She deserves some credit too. Now you can go and get your own battery, Coco. I should have mentioned this in my previous Crash Bandicoot streams, but Coco was not playable in the original versions of Crash Bandicoot 1 and 2. She was only playable in Crash 3. She was only playable for certain levels. Actually, hold on. I'm doing it. I just remembered something. we can't actually get the gem for this level until we have the red gem. And to get the red gem, we have to go in this level. Air crash. And by the way, the original version of Crash Bandicoot 2, the way you access the bosses was you fought them on your way to the next warp room, so you got on the platform and you went up and then you would fight the boss, rather than going to re-fight the boss after you defeated them. Held down certain buttons. I get to hold down like the shoulder, hold down the triangle button or something. I forget the command. Anywho, this is a little tricky to do here. We got. Whoops. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. There we go. Yep, this is a secret exit here. I shouldn't take too long to do, right? We got the secret warp room. It gives us access to a secret part of a level. This secret warp room can be accessed the first warp room. And as you can see, there's portals that are currently locked to other levels. Some of them are levels that we will see later on in other warp rooms. But these two levels here, Totally Fly and Totally Bear, they are entirely new levels that we can only access in this warp room. But Road to Ruin and Snow Go, which of course we've seen Snow Go before, and Air Crash, which we were just in, all have their own secret entrances that we can use to get some extra gems that we can't get before. So now we're going to use this little secret passage to Snow Go to get the red gem that we couldn't get before. And yeah, I do know all the secrets. Well, I guess maybe not. I have a feeling I'm missing some kind of trick to this game. There's like some trick that even I don't know about. But, oops. To be entirely fair to myself, like I said, this is my favorite Crash game. This is the game I've played the most in the trilogy. Again, I didn't spin him. I failed to spin him. I keep forgetting to spin that porcupine. Yeah, you want to be careful not to spin that porcupine when he has his quills out. Might be able to still slide into him at least, but only if he's facing you. I might test that later on. Oh! Yeah. Alright. There we go. Oh, I kind of had a feeling that was gonna happen. I like the way Coco slides on the ice. By the way, she got her hands behind her back. Oh. All right. Probably hit the first big roadblock here in this game. It's only a matter of time. I may know a whole lot about this game, but not completely perfect at it. A special stick that plays for these levels, for the snow levels. Oh, again. And there we get an extra life, and I'll go to mask up here. Extra lives right here. Ooh. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Okay. By these guys. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Momentum is really weird with this. Whoop. Momentum's really weird with this ice. Alright, there we go. That's what I meant to do. First time. So I got squished. Oh, okay. There we go. Alright, and I think I have to go to the rest of this level to get the gem, but I don't know for sure. Look at me, saying I know everything. Oh, I don't know if maybe it would, but, you know, better safe than sorry. And it won't take long to get to the end of this level anyway. Just in case I don't have any more. Oh. Oof. Awesome. Alright, here we go. I like that little animation of Coco tapping on her laptop and out pops the gem. And I also like how she does her own version of the Crash Bandicoot dance, which she's never done before until this game, until this new trilogy here. Okay, hold on, how many I've got? 30. Alright. Yeah. Doesn't really matter on the level. Yeah, even the penguins get in on the sliding action, naturally. Alright, I'll just wait for this guy to close back out to be safe. There we go. Beautiful go. And yep, there we go. Now that we got the red gem, we got this platform we can go up, which does have boxes on it. So, necessity to get the red gem. Where you go? There you go. Okay, you can't slide into them when they have their quills up and facing. Alright. I just wanted to test that. Make sure I wasn't saying anything wrong. Whoa! Okay, that's a bit weird. Oh. Okay. Alright. Woo! Made it. Made it, not that extra life. Ching! I guess they're giving out extra lives in this, but not as much as Crash 1. Alright, let's see here. Whoop. He's spinning away all the Wumpa fruit. I really don't know, actually. I always thought they were porcupines, really. 'Cause, I mean, I feel like that's the first animal skills with the sharp quills. I mean, Sonic doesn't have R5, I guess, is it? I don't know. Video game logic is not the... Sonic says, porcupines and hedgehogs are hard to tell the difference. Yeah. That's the trick with these things. Come in to fall down early. Let's see. Oh, we made it. Alright. Watch out for those icicles that fall there. Gotta be just like these things. Wait for them to fall before you go. Alright, there we go. Try? Did I do this whole thing? This part gives me quite a bit of trouble. Somehow I can't remember if I died before the checkpoint, but I know I didn't die on the second part. That was after the checkpoint, which normally I do die. At least once. Might have to look that up. See if I can talk to a porcupine. They're trying to trick me. Oh, alright. Yeah, I guess it is possible to like slide under them, crush you, but I don't know. I think it's oops. It's just easier to just wait for them to fall in here. Whoop! Oh, almost got skewered by the icicles there. Whoop! Ice physics. Yes, sir. Ah, okay, there we go. Boxes behind this. Ooh. Okay. Alright, bonus time. Whoa, okay. I had slid a little too much there. Yep, I said too much again. I just don't want my jumps to be too small and me jump in the pits and jumps are too wide and I jump into the pits anyway. Yep, like that. Okay. Alright, so. And this. Oh, there we go, that's how we do it. Ching. Oh, here's the tricky part. Momentum. Ice physics momentum. Okay, here we go. The ice physics and the whole momentum thing can kind of mess you up there. Unless if you're not careful. Hello to the person who joined. Welcome to the stream. I'm playing with some Crash Bandicoot 2, one of my favorite games ever. I hope you enjoyed it. Sound effects I just never get tired of. Okay. Yep, I do have all of us. Alright. Okay, and that will be the last snow theme level we have for a little while. It's going to be a while before we have the next one. Which is good because probably easier break physics. Go ahead and do your cash dance there, Coco. Perfect in all caps. Perfect. You win. Alright, now we gotta go back and take our crash. And unfortunately we cannot get, actually we can get at least one gem, but we can't get the box gem. But we gotta be careful here because this is one of those levels that has they are a death platform, and basically in order to gain access to those you have to get to the platform, get to wherever the platform is in the level without dying. So yeah, there's still a not dying rule that exists in but it's a lot more forgiving than, say, what I said before with the original Crash game where you had to get every single gem without dying, smash all the boxes, get to the end of the level without dying. They didn't do that in these, in Crash 2 and 3. They made it so that you could smash all in the original version of these. Almost missed that checkpoint. Alright. Yeah, be careful with those hippos. And since we can't get the box gem, might as well just skip that bonus level. Oh, I thought I was actually gonna miss that. I just came to get the checkpoint there to make things easier for me. Yep, this is the death platform. If I had died before getting here, the platform would just be like an outline and wouldn't get access to it. And that's that. That's the secret gem right there. We can box gem until we gain access to that secret entrance, which we won't be able to do for a little while. For now, the crystal is all we need. And the gem, of course. Kind of surprised we haven't had a new cutscene yet. Alright, so we're about to go into Barrett, which is pretty similar to the hog riding levels from the first game. But first, we got a cute little polar bear here. Look at him, ain't he adorable? Let's step on him. Yeah! Boing, 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 boing. Boing. And yeah, if we stomp on him enough times, we get extra lives. A nice little Easter egg there. And we actually get a achievement / trophy for it too. So, apparently, animal cruelty is rewarded in the world of Crash Bandicoot. I don't want to. I just wanted to show off that little Easter egg there. Anywho, I'm gonna show this right quick. For these polar bear riding levels, you cannot play as Coco. Only Crash can do these levels. If you try to go in as Coco, she'll just be like, bonk! Oh, can't go through. I don't know why they couldn't make it so Coco could ride on the polar bear too. But, well. It can be pretty tricky to get the box gem in these levels because you keep on moving, and if you miss one box, you pretty much have to kill yourself. Either way, there is a speed up button. I'm trying to think of a good time to show it off, but I don't want to like run into something and kill myself. Speeding up is actually encouraged in a later polar bear riding level, and I'm surprised I made that. Got my hands in the air in victory because I just did that all on my first try. Yeah! Sweet. Yeah, I'll show off the speed up polar bear thing later. You just usually, you press, I think you pretty much press any button, well actually not any button, you press square or circle or R1 to speed up the polar bear. And he'll run faster. Which is required for a later polar bear riding level. There we go. Oh, actually, you can buy the Coco. Alright, Coco hasn't been in one of these types of levels yet, so I'll go ahead and do it. Crate Crush. Not Crate Crush, I'm thinking of Crash Bash. This is Crash Crush. Crate Crush is something from Crash Bash. Yep, this is another boulder chase level. And by the way, the polar bear's name, the polar bear has a name, and believe it or not, its name is actually Polar. Yeah, real creative. Oh, I like that name too. It's nice. Not that creative, but hey, it's nice. Nice and simple. Oh, something unique about this boulder chase level. We actually go back a bit. We can go here. Here's a bit of a tricky part. Oh. Wow. Alright, I made that jump. Oops. Yeah. The little green arrow thing speeds you up. Figure that out. There we go. That's how we do that part. Bonus part, bonus level. To the left. Sorry about that. Somehow I feel the need to bring this game sometimes. The glow you get from the crystal here is like, see purple everywhere. It's so shiny. Ah, yeah. So many things I like about this game. So many things to like in so little time. Welcome to a stream where I've absolutely gushed over this game for half of it. Oh. Yeah. Messed up there. Oh, I jumped too soon that time. Accidentally jumped too soon. Oops. Okay. Water chases get more and more complicated, yep. They do indeed. I think this is, in all honesty, this is the most complicated they get in this game. Uh-oh. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it wasn't gonna break that steel crate. Heck, I might not even break any of those crates at the end. I don't know, you might have to get those crates yourself. I don't plan on testing that theory though. I'm just gonna go ahead and break the box. My finger's slipping off the control stick. Woo! There we go. That's close. Alright. That didn't take too many tries. Hour 45 minutes in. We're almost done with the second warp room. Well, besides gems that we have to come back for later. Thank you very much. Alright. Excuse me now. All these stairs. Yeah. Go about that. I'm just saving just to be sure. I don't need to save because I have autosave, but I still need to save anyway. Alright, let's go back to Crash. 1 minute. Nope, we're good. I wanted to check something out quick. I'm back. And we are about to enter a level that is the Eel Deal. Bad puns galore. What you can expect with these games. I love these sewer levels. These are some of my favorite levels. Even though getting relics on these levels is usually pretty tricky. Well, at least for a certain level. One of these levels is especially tricky to get a relic on. Yep, the space and reality's come so far. Yep. And do quite a lot. Once I get them all I need to do is snap my fingers and Cortex will be gone. Spoilers for Infinity War. Sorry guys. Don't mean to spoil, but there's probably a lot of people who have seen Infinity War, to be fair. And there's probably just as many people who haven't seen it. To be honest, I'm not, now that I've mentioned it, I'm not that much of a Marvel Cinematic Universe person. I haven't seen that many films, and I mean, I've seen a good chunk of the films, but not every single movie that's in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I know there's about, I think there's, I don't know, there's so many of them. But I've only seen like the Ant-Man movies and the new Spider-Man that came out last year, and I've seen Infinity War Part 1, and I've seen both Guardians of the Galaxy movies, but that's about as much as I've seen from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I've seen bits and pieces of some of the other movies too, like Iron Man and Captain America, the first Captain America. Actually, yeah, I've seen bits and pieces of movies, but only bits and pieces. And I've seen, I think I've seen most of Thor, the first movie. Oops. From what I hear, the Thor movies don't really get that much recognition. And I keep getting oh, okay. Okay, you know what? Actually, I don't mind that, because when we get a gem, we don't have to go back, and if we die after we get a gem, we don't have to go back and get it. The green gem is still ours. So, that's a nice little convenient thing. I got too busy talking about the Marvel Cinematic Universe and I ended up dying. Sorry about that. Alright, seems kind of, I forget for sure if the bonuses in this game count as a checkpoint. I know they used to not to, They used to not count as checkpoints in the original versions of these games. But, I don't know, maybe they do. But, if they do count as checkpoints, it seems pretty pointless to have a checkpoint box right next to the bonus here in this level. Oh, you know, it don't matter. Again, get back into the sound effect. Sorry about that. Probably figured this out, but should mention it. You can't spin those things. Only jump on them. And this is where. Usually, wherever the Wampa Fruit Trail goes is where you need to go. So, if you didn't go this way, you'd risk missing the crystal, which is pretty hard to miss the crystals. The crystals are usually right in plain sight. They're like the easiest things to get, even though they're the most important item to get in the whole game, and the entire story bases around them. For being so important to the game's story, they're really easy to get. Another one of my favorite themes of music in this game. I do think it sounds, the original version of this particular song does sound a bit better on PS1, that version. But this one still sounds really good. There we go. And here we got a new mechanic where we hang on to the vents here, climb around, feeling great. Vent, I don't know what to call that. It's feeling great. This is different. Yep. Alright, we got the time stone and a gem and a crystal. Now I just can't not think of it since you mentioned that looked like infinity stones. I've never thought of it like that before. I've never thought of the color gems in these games as infinity stones. Granted, these,
10 of 25 crystals. You're on your way. I'm running low on power, so communication from this point will be difficult. Remember, I'm counting on you.
I love that little added story detail there. I should have mentioned this before. I remember I mentioned before, when you go upwards in the original version of this game, you would always fight a boss on your way. And after you collected the 5th crystal in the first warp room, Cortex would show up in a message. He doesn't do that in this game. He shows up and gives you a message. He's all like, "Listen up, we are not without enemies, but some of them you may even recognize. And although they cannot harm you inside this warp room, they can attack you on your way to the next one. To get to the next warp room, use the platform that appears in the center of the room. Good luck." So, since accessing bosses is a bit different in this version of the game, that line was unnecessary, so it got cut out of this version of the game. And... oops. Oh, that was a bit weird. Okay. And so, with the cutscene we just watched with Cortex talking again, the part where there's static and he's talking but you can't hear him, he's saying, again, be wary of the pathways between warp rooms, but that part of the dialogue is unnecessary because that's just not how bosses work anymore in this version of the game. And Komodo Mo is a terrible shot with those swords. Anyway, before I beat them, which is pretty soon, these are the Komodo brothers. They're brand new characters, and we just beat them. Komodo Dragon, Joe and Mo. Mo's the fat one, Joe's the skinny one. Sorry, I didn't really talk much about them, but yeah, that's basically them. They throw around swords, gotta avoid the swords, gotta avoid Joe spinning around, then spin Joe into Mo, do it 3 times, and you beat him. Pretty simple, not too bad. Watch out for Mo throwing his swords. So.
Good show, Crash. The Komodo brothers obviously lacked your mettle. But now's not the time to get cocky. There are still many crystals to obtain. Remember, the world is counting on you.
So, apparently after only just beating the Komodo brothers, the stakes are raised even higher. Now not only is Cortex counting on us, but the world is counting on us. So, pressure's on. Anywho, here we go with plant food. As you see here, we have the Mind Stone to get, Yellow Gem. The Yellow Gem is gotten in the same way that we got the Secret Gem back in Hang 8 earlier. We have to race to the end of the level and beat the timer to get the gem. Do that. Welcome. Thank you very much for joining. I have all the gems in the game, but no relics. Alright, try and get the yellow gem here. Spin while you immediately after you slide there, and you'll actually go a bit faster. That's why I'm doing that. Can't even tell how much time I have because the autosave breaks there. Okay. Sweet. Now, I can't remember if I think I might have accidentally hit a checkpoint on my way, but we'll test that out. If not, if I did, then, yep. Well, oh well. I got an extra life. That was pretty funny how I got an extra life and then immediately died. Alright, so just to make sure I don't have to go and do the get the yellow gem again, I'll just go ahead and beat the level normally and then go back and go back into the level and get the box gem. So didn't mean to hit that checkpoint, but you know, of course I have it. Don't worry, boxes, you will be smashed soon enough, and I will get the gem. We're 2 hours in, and we're in the 3rd warp room. So, only got the yellow gem. Oh, and the crystal. I tend to forget about the crystal because, you know, crystals are so easy to get in this game. Actually, I'll let Coco go in. Gosh, come on. How could you only get the yellow gem? Here, I'll show you how it's done. I'll get the box gem for you. This is how we do it, big brother. And yeah, why didn't I get all the boxes last level? Because, wait, for this level? Because I accidentally hit a checkpoint, and I didn't want to backtrack through most of the level to get the, boxes here. But backtracking would have been impossible anyway, because of the, way the levels work, with the whole water ski thing. So now I'm going to rectify that mistake and get the box gem here. That comment makes me paranoid. It makes me think I actually missed a box gem in a level where I can get the box gem on my first time. Thanks for making me paranoid, man. Whatever. Anyway, bonus level. Cute. Got the classic one back. Crash Bandicoot 1 bonus background. I might try to just maybe see if I can all the crystals and gems that I can get in this warp room, and then call the stream. I think that'll be a good stopping point. That'll pretty much be like the halfway point of the game. So a little over halfway through. I already spent like a half hour of this stream playing Stormy Ascent anyway. From Crash Bandicoot 1. Alright, got it. Alright. So the only color gem we have left to get, the only infinity stone is the power stone. Well, my buddy who's been in the chat with me throughout most of this stream called the color gems infinity stones, and now I just can't help but refer to them as that myself. Actually, before we go to the next level, quick double check, make sure I got all the gems that I can get. Because now I'm paranoid. I can't get that gem yet, I got that one. I love the warp room music here. And it is actually a good thing that we got the yellow gem, because the next level, sewer later, another sewer level, it has a yellow gem platform that we cannot access unless we got the yellow gem. So, good timing to have the level that has the yellow gem right before this level. Yeah, it seems pretty weird to have another sewer level so soon after the first one, but then again, we also had a jungle level pretty soon after the first jungle level. Yeah. Yeah. I wonder if I can totally cheesing this invincibility for the win. Alright, that's the end of that. But if we do take that yellow gem platform, we'd be missing a lot of gems. I mean, not a lot of gems, a lot of boxes. So I'm tempted to just kill myself to speed this up a bit, but I'm wondering if I can actually hold on to these two Aqua Akumas. Oops. Answer is no. Probably not. If I die, oh well. Makes things happen. Keep forgetting, the electric water lasts longer in this specific version. This specific part of the level. Oh, well, looks like I can't go back anyway, so... well. I kill myself anyway. Oh well. I'm actually kind of glad I showed off all of that part. Normally you can just like go through half of it and kill yourself, speed things up. Whoa. Yeah. Let this guys will recharge in their flamethrower before you go and kill them. Oh hey, I somehow got a Aqua Akuma there. Alright, another bonus level. Whoops. Hold on. Do that right. There we go. Wow. Cool. Tell you what, it just feels so good to stream Crash Bandicoot. I just love Crash Bandicoot so much. I know I've mentioned this countless times before already, but just cannot help it. Crash Bandicoot is one of my favorite franchises ever. I've been playing it for years. Even the ones that weren't made by Naughty Dog, I like. I want to play some of the non-Naughty Dog Crash games again. That's how much I love Crash Bandicoot. Even though I do agree that the Naughty Dog Crash Bandicoot games are definitely the best. I'm actually one of those people that likes Wrath of Cortex, even though that game is pretty divisive. A lot of things that people don't like about that game. And I like Crash Twin Sanity too. It plays pretty similar to Crash Bandicoot, but it's a bit more of a free roaming game, more of a sandbox game, really. More open world. And I forgot that there's an exclamation point crate that we gotta hit here. So, way to slow down the pace of doing this level. Gotta go back and get those 2 boxes now. Good job, dude. No big deal though. Didn't take that long to get these. And hey, it's an extra life. We got 62 lives. Sweet. In 2 hours, I've gone from 5 to 62. Not too bad. Not 2 hours. I haven't played that. More like an hour and a half. I've really been playing Crash 2 for an hour and a half because I spent the first half hour playing Stormy Ascent from Crash 1. That was a bit weird. I don't remember him spinning around like that. The flamethrower guy. Alright, one stretch here. Got it. Oh. Loading the warp room. One more thing. Yay! Oh, we got a cutscene here.
Crash, thank goodness! I hacked into Cortex's computer and found detailed schematics for an improved Cortex Vortex and a suspicious-looking space station. I'm not sure, but Cortex might be trying to...
Yeah, it makes sense that they would switch out Coco for Crash with these cutscenes, because it'd be pretty weird if Coco was talking to herself. It'd be funny, but it'd also be weird. Anyway, Coco cannot, just like I said earlier, Coco cannot be a part of these polar bear lighting levels. She can't go in them. Crash has to do them. This is Bear Down, another polar bear lighting level. There we go, showed off the turbo boost there. Which is, turbo boost can be pretty helpful when you're going for the relic. But, lucky for the stream, that was close. Whew. I remember this being one of the polar bear levels. Getting the relic was always difficult for me. The first time I played this. I missed the box, so I gotta kill myself. Yeah, I like the polar bear better than the hog too. It's not as fast. And you don't have to make as many of. I like the little. You can see Crash kind of rock on signs in the snow there. Well, he's got like, I don't know. Okay, there we go. That's something. I don't know. It just looked pretty funny. That's one way to keep yourself from raging Crash Bandicoot. You can just laugh at the amusing death animations that they come up with. I don't know how I missed that box before. That's usually a pretty simple one to get. Hello to the person who just joined. Welcome to the stream. I really hope you enjoy it. I'm playing my favorite games. Trying to get all the boxes. I mean, not all the boxes, all the gems. Well, yeah, I am trying to get all the boxes. Because it helps me get all the gems. Of course, I don't expect to beat this all in one stream. I'm actually stopping the stream and taking a break after I'm done with this third warp room here. I am on the third warp room. But, oops, actually, before I do this, make sure to get this gem. There we go. So we don't have to go through this level a second time. There we go. This is a pretty easy to get secret. This is another secret exit that leads us to the secret entrance to Air Crash. And we got both the crystal and the gem. I almost forgot to get the gem. Thankfully, I remembered to get the gem and Bear Down before I left to get the secret exit, so I don't have to go through Bear Down again to get the gem. Alright, time for Air Crash once again. We're gonna go and get the box gem. Finish what we started. And I'm not even gonna bother doing that. I'm not gonna bother trying to go for those lives because it's really tricky to do and I've never successfully done it before. Not in the original version of the game, nor in this version of the game. I mean, I have gotten, I guess, the first one, but I've never, like, done it perfectly. That was weird, the portal was purple there instead of blue. That's a little odd. Usually too. Alright, now we just gotta go through the rest of the level again. Of course, this time I'm gonna be going through the regular exit of the level instead of the special secret death route exit. Or is it death root? Look at me. My bad grammar, I'm sorry about that. I don't know. Not the best grammar, really. Not a grammar guru. I probably could have gone there. Better hit them center. Alright, this time I actually am going to show off the bonus part of this level. I like this. I like how bright it is. Extra bright this time, but it looks really pretty. Ooh, wow. Surprised I made that. Alright. Think about. Got it. And yeah, we didn't actually die on our way here, so we could have gone on the death platform again if we wanted to. Heck, if you really want to give yourself a challenge, you can try to get both the gems in one go. Both the death route gem, secret death route gem, and the box gem. One way to challenge yourself at this game. Yeah, that's pretty tricky right there. Gotta have a good slide jump. Platform to platform to get those boxes there. Oh, I bet if you have some Aku Akus to spare, you can try bouncing up there, using the mines to sacrifice Aku Aku and bounce yourself up there. Whee! Ah, land right on it. He sticks the landing right under the explosive mine. Give him a turn, ladies and gentlemen. I meant to actually change my avatar you see on the upper right there to a different avatar before I started, but I didn't think to do it by the time I started broadcasting. Well, if I remember to, I'll change it for the next stream. What percent completion? Let's check. 48%. So, about halfway. Go ahead and save. Again, I know saving is kind of pointless because I have the auto-save slot. But just in case I ever decide to go through this game again, I want to make sure I have the memory of the file. At least I have the... because at least, unlike my Crash Bandicoot 1 stream, I have the memory of my first file, my original file, when I first got this game last year. Anyway, Road to Ruin. This is another level. This is a brand new type of level. And this is another one that has a secret entrance, which means we cannot get the gem on this level. We cannot get the box gem. So, but we can get the extra secret gem. But in order to do that, this is another one of those levels that, much like Air Crash, has a death platform, so can't get to that without dying. I mean, we have to get to that without dying. Excuse me. And luckily, the death platform is pretty early on in the level, so we don't have to wait too long before we die. And that was pretty cool. I actually spun that guy into that guy walking, that cyborg iguana looking thing, into that other cyborg iguana looking thing walking in the background there. By the way, you can't spin those guys, and you can't jump on them. You can only slide into them. That's why I've been sliding into them. And this level actually likes to trick you, because there's the death platform right there. But if you take the death platform and you manage to get through it, the death platform will take you past this checkpoint here and past the crystal. So you risk missing the crystal if you take the death platform and don't bother to backtrack after you're done. Alright, got a little bit of Donkey Kong action again here, much like in Toxic Waste in the first game. Oops, I'm timing it wrong. Usually you have to I don't know if you can hear it, but you can hear the gorilla guy roaring in the background, and that's not long after that it's your cue to jump over the log that he's throwing at you. Got him. Okay, these platforms are pretty tricky. These are pretty slippery platforms. You see here. Unfortunately, the original version of this game, Crash had a unique animation where he kind of spin around and be like, oh man, this is kind of slippery, I hope I don't fall off, but unfortunately, that animation is absent in this version of the game for some reason. I don't know why they took that animation out, but it was a nice little detail they had in the original version of the game. And yeah, I guess I did kill King Kong, even though I'm pretty sure King Kong has black hair, not white. And wow, that was a big fail. I died right before the checkpoint. But we already got the gem, so we don't have to go back and take that death route. And it's a bit pointless to smash all the boxes, considering we can't get the box gem here yet, but it's good for the extra life. That King Kong you were talking about looks more like George from that Rampage movie that came out recently. With the Rock. I actually like that movie. I thought it wasn't so bad. I mean, not perfect, but I thought it was cool. I mean, I'm not a big movie critic. I'm not like one of those super nitpicky guys who just picks apart movies for a living. Watching those guys is pretty entertaining though. Watching those kind of movie critics that just love to do that sort of thing where they talk about the movie and they laugh and they give their review, whether it's positive or negative. I like watching those kind of videos. Or if it's just audio, like listening to it. But yeah, I didn't think Rampage was that bad. For anyone who didn't like it as much. I thought it was good. I like The Rock. I think he's cool. I think he's cool as a wrestler. I think he's cool as an actor. And that movie even had that guy from The Walking Dead. I don't know the name of the actor, but I believe his character in The Walking Dead was named Negan. He was like one of the bad guys. Bad guys. I don't really watch The Walking Dead, so I know very little about The Walking Dead. I have played some of those Telltale games that they do for The Walking Dead, though. I like those. I think they're pretty cool. Also, I just noticed that Monkey is kind of a cyborg. He's got like a cyborg on, and I think he has a cyborg eye too. Yeah, I guess that's the gimmick with this. Some old enemies that they become cyborgs here in Crash 2. I don't know why they went with that, but I guess it's pretty neat. We killed King Kong. I like the portal here to the boss. Alright, got one more level in this warp room. Unbearable. And it is another boulder chase level, although the boulder has given itself a big makeover this time around. It's going to look much, much different. Yep. It's no longer a boulder, it's a big, giant, scary-looking polar bear. Lots and lots of teeth. And the blackest eyes in the world. Black eyes of evil. There's a huge bear. As a kid, when I played this game, I always used to joke how this is basically a, when I play it to myself, I always thought all these polar bears were basically a family. And it was that was the father bear that chased us first, and this is the mother bear to me. And mother bear's about to die, no! Oh no! And here's a nice little secret here. It's been pretty difficult to notice so far, but whenever these boulders have fallen into the bridge, they broke the bridge and fall through the bridge. They've always broken every plank on the bridge, but you'll notice here, polar bear actually didn't break all the planks. There are still like 3 of them left. So, if we fall down here, secret area. Voila! And we need this secret area to get the box gem. I'm already thinking this stream might go into overtime too. Last stream went into overtime. But I just think beating the 3rd boss would be a nice stopping place for this stream. I don't know, maybe I'll end it after, just before the 3rd boss, and we have like a boss fight to start us off on the next stream. I don't know. We'll see. See if I'm up to it. Oh, sweet. Actually, it's, I don't get invincibility in this section very often. This makes this section a lot easier. Oops. Wow. I hesitated because I was thinking of a different... There's a different level that has a section like this, but they have like the moles from the jungle levels that pop out of the ground. Well, the rats, I think they're rats. I don't know what they are, but they're rats that pop out of the ground, and you have to beat them all to get the mushroom to appear to get out. And but I got confused there. That's not in this level, that's in a different level. So now I gotta do this the hard way. Oh, hello. I guess they do pop out in this level. I didn't know that. I thought they didn't do that. I was thinking of a different level. Alright, I'm just gonna wait for him to fire his gun again. It's Bandicoot season. Oh boy, Bandicoot tracks. That was a terrible imitation of Lumberfoot, I'm sorry. I can't do Elmer Fudd's laugh very well, or even Elmer Fudd voice himself. I always loved those Rabbit Season, Duck Season cartoons of Looney Tunes. Those were some of my favorite Looney Tunes cartoons. That in one of those when Bugs is tricking Elmer and he says, "You can't shoot me, Doc, because I'm a fricasseeing rabbit and you don't have a license to shoot a fricasseeing rabbit." And then Daffy's like, "What the heck are you talking about? Come on, shoot him." And then Elmer's like, "But I don't have a license to shoot a fricasseeing rabbit." And the expression on Daffy's face after that is so funny. It's one of my favorite facial expressions, like, ever. It's so funny. The face he makes after Elmer says that. There's like an image of it online. I'm pretty sure if you just like Google search that image, or even probably just Google search Daffy Duck, that'll be like one of the first images that pops up, because it's such a good expression. Alright, we got Sister Bear here, as I call her. She's the daughter bear, sister bear. I call her Sister Bear, but I guess she could be daughter bear. Ooh, that's a good part there. And daughter bear suffers the same fate as father bear. But now we got son bear and baby bear. Or brother bear. Oops, actually, nope, doesn't matter. Forgot. Polar bear can also. Yeah, this is pretty cool. We're combining gameplay mechanics from two different types of levels. The polar bear riding levels and the boulder chasing levels, and yeah, it's pretty. If you die, the polar bear starts like laughing at you. It's like, "Ha ha, you suck." By the way, the giant polar bears that chase you, those things to me were much freakier looking on the original version. Because in the original version of this game, the polar bears had a giant, like, toothy grin, had an evil smile on their face the whole time while chasing you. And whenever you died, they'd always like slide closer to the camera and they'd do that same toothy evil smile and like nod their head yes. So hold on. Yeah, I did get the gem. So yeah, if we go back here, slide jump and go back to where the baby bear is, we get a secret level. And yes, we are indeed in overtime again. Indeed. Baby Bear didn't clean his room, so Mama Bear had a few choice words for him.
Crash, my boy. You are more than halfway there. But I'm sure you've noticed that things are getting harder. The last 10 crystals will be the hardest to gather, and our enemies will be sending their strongest forces to thwart you. I'll contact you again when you have completed the next warp room.
Alright, Cortex. Excuse me there. Sorry. Okie dokie. Debating whether or not I will do this level and a boss and then call a stream, or maybe just save the boss fight for the beginning of the next stream. Anyway, yeah, go ahead and do Spinneroony there, Crash. Alright, so I think I'll just do this level at least. Maybe I'll call it a stream afterwards, maybe not. I guess it depends. Yep, this is the final polar bear riding level of the game, and it's a secret level. This level does not have a crystal. All it has is a gem. And this is the level that takes full advantage of the turbo boost. This is where you have to use the turbo boost button to make some of these jumps here. Otherwise you're gonna die. It's very dark, of course, as you can see. So, you gotta know what's coming. Gotta be prepared. Oh, I missed. Now I gotta die, and we're back. do this checkpoint. Let's do this again. Oops. Okay. Oh. I did that first try, and now, of course, I gotta fail it at some point. I did that first try before. I messed up there, and didn't remember that I had to like jump over there in that one spot afterwards. Oh, I was too close to the thing. Too close to the ice. Water. Also, I like how Crash is always the one that suffers harm in these death animations for the polar bear riding levels, but Polar just comes out completely unscathed. He gets off scot-free. We can't be that cool to Polar. We already had to stomp on his head several times just to get extra lives. Well, we didn't have to do it, but it was available to us to do that. This one's been cool enough to Polar. He deserves a break. Oh. The ice block is phasing through the ground there. Ooh, almost didn't do it again that time. There we go. Jump there. I think that's the last one. And there's nothing down here, even though there are steps here. There's nothing down here, no secret or anything like that. This is just here, just because. You know what? I think I will end this stream off by fighting the next boss. I think that's a good way to end the stream. Let's not end it with a level like this. Which actually didn't take that long. It didn't take very long to do this level, even though that is a pretty tricky one. It's not as easy as I made it out to be. I know I did fail a couple times. Alright, so go back up here. I should also mention, they made it easier to access that secret warp room in this version of the game. All you have to do is just press down, go down in the first warp room, and you'll get to the secret warp room. But in the original version of the game, you had to take the secret exit of one of the levels again in order to get to the secret warp room. So, I made it much easier. And introducing Koala-Con's replacement. I need to tell you. I love this fight. You got this. Will they be effective if you beat Tiny on my first try? Probably not now that I've said it, but let's see. I remember when I played this before, years ago, I would actually fail this on purpose. Kind of sort of fail on purpose just so I could keep fighting him because I wasn't. Yeah, you might notice as the fight goes on, less platforms fall the first time and more platforms fall the second time. So that's how that works. Anyway, first try, guy. Sweet. I've beaten all the bosses on my first try so far. Pretty cool. Alright, so I'll show off the next warp room here. Give you a little preview of the next stream and then we'll call it. preview of what to expect next stream, and Cortex was not kidding when he said that the last 10 crystals will be the hardest to gather. This is where the game gets really tricky. In fact, I think this warp room is, in my opinion, more difficult than the warp room after this. So, we're in for some fun next stream. Anyway, I'm just save, even though unnecessary to save, but whatever. Alright, I remember the save button. The save button is square, not X. That throws me off a lot. Halfway done in one stream, I know. A little over halfway done, even. Okay. Yeah, save. But yeah, this chances are much like my the second part of my Crash Bandicoot 1 stream. There's gonna be a lot more fail in the next stream because yep, this is these three levels in particular, Digging It, Cold Hard Crash, and Ruination. These are probably the three most difficult levels in the game, especially Digging It and Cold Hard Crash. Cold Hard Crash. That's how I say it. I guess Ruination, Digging It, and then Cold Hard Crash from the least hardest to hardest. But anywho, that's that. So I got the pretty good for the stream. Spent a half hour playing that extra level in Crash, and then we spent about 2 hours to halfway through Crash 2. So pretty good. So for all who watch this live on Twitch or who are watching this later on YouTube, very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you guys next stream. We'll continue my favorite Crash game. And maybe start Crash 3, I don't know. Depending on how well these last few warp rooms do. Alright, so yeah. Peace out, everybody. Thanks again for watching. See y'all next time.